Hey there everyone, this is Billy here back on the channel, and today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to replace your tires. I did a video like this a while ago and I pretty much showed you a way to take off your tires, but it's really not the best method, and I'm going to show you how to get your wheels off cleanly and get your new wheels or new tires on cleanly as well. So as you can see, I did start on this one. I used a soldering iron to try to melt off the rubber, but of course that didn't work. So I'm going to show you in this video how to actually do it. Alright, so you really don't need that many things to actually do this. All you really need is a glass container, a lid of course, and then you're going to want some acetone. I have this professional nail polish remover. It's 100% pure acetone and it works incredibly well, honestly, for this application, and that's pretty much all you need. And pretty much what you do is you get a couple of tires, you put them in there one side, then fill it up kind of sort of like halfway-ish, basically to where like the first layer is decently soaked within the acetone. And I'm going to show you how to do that here in just a sec. So we're going to start with these two. These treads technically can still be used, but it has like some messed up shit going on right there, so we're going to pretty much just put on some new treads. So put them in there. If you can fit 4, awesome. If you can't, whatever, you know. And then basically just fill it up with acetone. So you kind of want to fill it basically to where it's like sort of soaked in there. And that's honestly pretty good. That's a pretty good level. It's pretty much soaking the part of the tire that has the glue on it. And over time you'll notice like a bit of a yellowy color pop up in there, and that's pretty much just the glue getting dissolved off by the acetone. And of course you want to put on your lid, and you want to leave it anywhere from, I would say, 2 to 24 hours. Don't leave it in there for longer than 24 hours, because if you do, you can end up damaging the wheel from what I've seen. And you want to keep your wheels nice and strong, so keep it in there for like, I would recommend 3 to 6 hours. After that, check it, and it pretty much just peels off like nothing. So we'll come back in about 3 or 6 hours and see how it does. Alright, so after 12 hours, let's see how they did. So there wasn't any yellow color that appeared in there. Sometimes there's not as much glue on the tires as others, but as you can see, it just comes off really easily. There's really not that much effort that you need to do to get it off at this point. It just comes off. If it's clear like this, I think you can just get away with just flipping it over and letting the other side dissolve as well. I suspect the reason why it didn't turn as yellow this time is because of the fact that there wasn't as much glue on these tires as like the other ones that I've done. But yeah, then after that you pretty much take them off and then you throw them on. Alright, so now that I have gotten the tires off of the rim, I'm going to go ahead and just flip them over and just leave them in the same acetone as before. Again, if it is yellow, make sure you do replace the acetone in there, because then it's not as strong. But then again, it's always good to use more acetone anyway, just because you want it to penetrate and dissolve the glue off. So we'll see how these look in a little bit. Okay, so it's been some hours later, so let's see how they did. Pulling this one out, it doesn't really take long for this acetone stuff to dry off. As you can see, it's pretty much just drying off right now. But yeah, it pretty much like comes off pretty easy. It's been in there for at least 8 hours. I'm only doing this one-handed, so it's going to be a little bit hard. So after some effort, I got it off. But basically, this is like the result that you should sort of expect. Well, this is honestly a better example. Sometimes though, the glue really likes to hold on and the rubber will stay on there. If you just cut it off, it really should be honestly okay. This is honestly not my best work, but this is sort of what you should expect to see. The reason why these look like this is because I tried to cut them off and then use a soldering iron to melt the rubber off, but obviously that didn't work. So yeah, we're doing this because this is the actual way how to do it. So we emptied out the old acetone and we're going to put in some more. So put in our tires, pour in our acetone, may as well just get some on the top too. Okay, that looks pretty good. So now we'll leave it in there for some hours and then we'll come back to it. And in the meantime, while we're waiting for that other set to come out, we can go ahead and glue on these tires to these new wheels. So let's get to it. Okay, so if you don't know how to glue new tires to new rims, basically what you want to do is you want to get some simple green. I have the foaming stuff just because I feel like it's the best stuff for the job. And I also have some TLR thin, just because I feel like it dries quicker and it's also just kind of better for me at least. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take like a paper towel, like I use the blue stuff, and you want to get it and you want to basically go around like the rim of like the tire, basically so you can get off anything that was left on by the factory, because usually whenever you just try to go on and glue it straight away, it usually gets pretty messy because it doesn't stick very well. So yeah, that's what you want to do, and we're going to go ahead and get these tires on. And there you have it, guys. There it is. It's pretty much on there. And that's not going to be coming off until the next time we want to take these tires off. So yeah, these are J Concepts relapses. I'm going to be using these for Hard Ground 9. And this one, I just want to show the other side that, yeah, it's pretty on there. I didn't have to use any tire bands. I don't have any tire bands. Really what I've been using for that instead are zip ties, and it's really not the best thing to use because you go through them quick. But yeah, they're pretty much ready to go. We're just waiting on the second pair, but yeah, that's pretty much how you replace 8 scale tires the proper way, and install new ones, of course. So yeah, let me know what you guys thought of this video in the comments down below, and if this helped you out, let me know, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.